pattern mixing with stripes. They are really, really easy to mix. You just have to know a couple of things. In my opinion, stripes are one of the most fabulous things you can mix with other patterns. It's a very simple, clean shape and pattern, which means that it does go with most things. The key to when you're doing it is to think about the colour story. Now, what do I mean by colour story? What I mean is, unlike something like a leopard print, which is entirely neutral and can be worn with literally anything, the colour of a stripe matters, unless it is a neutral. If you're talking about a stripe that's in a neutral tone, whites, blacks, browns, creams, beiges, that doesn't matter. You can mix that with pretty much anything because it is a neutral. However, if we are talking about a coloured stripe, then you need to think about the colour in the other patterned item. For example, I am wearing stripes on stripes today. The patterns in themselves don't clash, but we need to watch the colours. So I started with my jumper. My jumper has got gorgeous colours in it. It's got greens, it's got blues, it's got a lovely sort of yellowy green in it. What I want to do when I am going to pair something with this is think about the colour that's going with it. I can choose one of the colours from the pattern as a colour that I know matches, therefore it's going to feel cohesive, or I can do a contrasting colour. So I can take one of the colours and choose something that contrasts with it. Opposites on the colour wheel, they are complementary colours, they will go beautifully together. So I could take the green and I could mix it with some pink and that would work beautifully, or I could take the blue and I could contrast it with some orange. But for this example, I have gone for a blue. I have picked out the blue tone from the top and mixed it with another blue tone. There is now a colour story between the two patterns which makes it work. They sit nicely together. Same rules apply for any pattern. If I was going to mix, say for example, a pinstripe shirt with a floral skirt, think about the colour story. If I've got a purple pinstripe shirt, I look at a colour wheel and I take the opposite colour to purple, which would be yellow. Pair it with a yellow based pattern, could be a floral with yellow flowers, and I know it's going to work. Or I can take the fact that it's a purple shirt and put it with more purple because I know that they will sit nicely together because they're purple. There is a colour story between the items, and that is how you make it work. The same rules apply to other pattern mixing as well, but you have to think about the shapes as well when it comes to those. They are slightly more nuanced to those. With a stripe though, because it is just a line, it's a very simple shape, you can put it with louder, more complicated and elaborate prints and it will sit beautifully with it because you've got the simple stripe with a more fussy print. So this works beautifully with florals, polka dots, geometrics, more modern sort of abstract sort of prints. You have just got to think about the colour stories. A striped green item, consider pairing it with a pink pattern. It's that connection between the colours that makes it feel cohesive and makes it flow. So next time you are putting something striped on, don't be afraid to experiment. Mix it with other patterns, but always remember to think about what colour story you are telling with it. Are you going for the same colour throughout, or are you going for complementary contrasting colours? Give that a little thought and you'll find that it feels so much easier when you're mixing it. You'll put it on, instead of looking like a hot mess, it's going to look interesting, it's going to look fun, and it's going to look intentional. If you're not sure where to start with your colours and what to pair together, just Google a colour wheel. It really is that simple, taking the opposite colours on the colour wheel. They are the complementary colours. They will go beautifully together. Play, experiment, and always have fun.